for a feel-good, heartwarming movie to just lose yourself in, like a fresh out of the oven, perfectly baked cinnamon roll? Well, The Substance ain't that movie, all right? But however, if you love horror movie that also says so much more, well, you could still have the cinnamon roll. Just make sure to finish it during the first act. All right, let's do this.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
Howdy, folks. Hey, welcome to this latest episode of Movies Merica Live. Yes, I, as always, am your humble host, Van Eberts, and I will be leading you down the primrose path, all right, during this The Substance edition of Movies Merica Live. And as always, I always want to welcome my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. All right, welcome to the show. And then this is your chance to just chill out, relax, kick your feet up, ease your mind. All right. And also, we're going to talk about The Substance. So this is your chance to live chat with me, spoiler free, all about this movie that so many people are talking about right now. Okay, so the people that have gone to see it, and now the people that have gone to see it, it's not as many people that have gone to see like Deadpool and Wolverine or Beetlejuice or anything like that, but the people that actually do ignore the boring title and take a chance to go see it at the theaters. The repeated refrain I keep hearing is, I can't get this movie off my mind. Okay, I can't stop thinking about this movie right here. And also, my friends in the live chat on the Rumble side are reminding me that you can get in the live chat to live chat with me and live chat with each other right here. And we've got all kinds of great folks joining us here on the live chat side. Rad, we got Beyond Formal. Hey, yo! All right, yeah, good to see you there. Beyond Formal, great to see you right there. And also we got Agent X6 joining the family. And remember, Agent X6, once you join the family, you can't get out, all right? So, yeah, even if you're a rat to the feds, all right? So, and we got my man, I'm Sean Cab. Hey, movie fans. Welcome to the show. Yes, all right, good to see you there, Sean, my man right there. But, get into the live chat, all right? Because I don't want to just be talking to myself. That's boring, right? All right? And then also talk amongst yourselves here. But let's get into The Substance. All right, let's get into it. So this movie is directed by French director / writer Coralie Fargeat. And I know I get it. Like probably most people are like, who the hell is that? Well, never mind that. Just trust me. She just judging off this movie, The Substance. She knows what she's doing behind the camera. Now, she has another movie that came out a few years ago called Revenge. I have not seen that. It sounds like, from what I'm hearing, it's kind of like a female John Wick movie, okay, which I thought we already had that. It's called La Femme Nikita back in the 90s, and then Point of No Return, and there's a whole kinds of, and then, Salt, all these female, badasses, those kind of movies right there. So, but there's all kinds of movies like that. But I gotta show you this one right here. Got as long as good as this family doesn't have Biden shower time. Right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're supposed to ignore that. All right, that's that the Biden family was supposed to bring decency and decorum back to the White House. Never mind. Like whose cocaine was that in the White House right there? Let me guess. What president had a bunch of transmissions on the White House lawn flesh in their boobages, their fake mammary mounds. Which president had that on their White House? Yeah, dignity and decorum for sure. Yes, but I digest here. So, but with The Substance, it stars Demi Moore. And it's been a while since we've seen Demi Moore in a starring role, right? I mean, it's been a long time since, like a Ghost and, A Few Good Men. I guess she didn't star in those movies right there. But G.I. Jane, Striptease, okay, those are probably some better examples right there. And then, so Demi Moore, to get into the plot, so she pretty much in a large part, she plays herself, really, because in this, she plays an actress named Elisabeth Sparkle. And I know, don't laugh at the name, but she plays a former A-list actress. Now, in the movie, the character Elisabeth Sparkle is said to have won an Oscar. Well, Demi Moore has never won an Oscar, okay? And then we have Margaret Qualley. She plays Sue. So the plot of the movie here, and Sue will come into play here eventually, but the plot of the movie is that, so Demi Moore in the movie, she's like 61 years old in real life. But in this movie, she just turns 50. And again, like I said, she's a former A-list actress. She's falling on hard times because she's starting to lose her looks and she's older. And unfortunately, in Hollywood, they kick it to the curb, if you get a little too old and or you lose your looks, right? And so she is no longer this A-list actress, so much so that she's just doing like this TV workout show, like Jane Fonda, that kind of style workout show. And she finds out she's about to get fired, and then she ultimately does get fired. And then she is just feeling down on herself, right? Because, I mean, she used to be on the tippy top, right? And now, she's down here in the dregs, she's kind of circling the drain. She's, almost to rock bottom, really. But as you find out in this movie, she isn't even close to rock bottom yet, but she's going to get there. And then, so some things happen, and she gets turned on to this black market drug called The Substance, okay? Hence the name of the movie. Okay, so ignore the boring nature of the movie title, all right? Just don't judge this movie off its title. But so she's turned on to this black market drug called The Substance. He's like giving this flash drive. She watches this presentation, and there's a guy in there, welcome to The Substance. You can take the substance, and it's going to create a younger, more vibrant, better you. All right, so get ready. All right. And then it shows her like where to go or who to call if she's interested. So she calls, she gets the substance, and it goes down where she takes the substance, and a younger, more beautiful, vibrant version of herself is born, and that's Margaret Qualley, the character of Sue, okay? And the way that Sue is born is pretty hardcore, pretty grotesque, okay? This is not a movie for the squeamish, okay? Not at all, okay? And so, but there's some rules. So this is the part where the movie reminds me of Gremlins, because remember Gremlins? Gremlins was like, okay, you can't, don't get water on them, right? Don't feed them after midnight. There's specific rules there. And as we all would imagine, if you have a movie where part of the premise is there's rules you have to follow, well, what's going to happen? They're going to break the rules, and some bad stuff is going to happen, okay? And so that's the case in this movie. So the rule here, the main rule, is that so you take the substance, and it creates a younger, hotter you, okay? But the caveat is, so the younger, hotter you gets to walk around the world for 7 days, right? Okay. And then they have to return, and then they have to activate you, okay, so that you, the older you, okay, gets 7 days to walk around the world and live life and all that kind of stuff. And it basically has to go back and forth. The newer you gets, 7 days. The older you gets 7 days back and forth. And as long as you respect that balance, nothing bad is going to happen. Okay. And so like when you're the one that's indoors, like, you're in stasis, you're not out in the world, you're kind of hibernating for the 7 days while the other you is out there in the world. So you're like getting fed off this like food, liquid food bag. Okay. So it's really trippy, this movie. And so, like I said, there's rules and you can't break them. And that's as much as I'm going into the plot as possible right there. So let's go ahead and check the live chat here real quick. And hey, we got I'm Sean Cab. He is now a monthly supporter right there. Absolutely. So not a monthly athletic supporter. That would be gross. He's a monthly supporter right there. Dig that right there. And got that. Yeah, you got that strawberry now right there. So I got to love it. But yeah, anybody else can get into the live chat and talk about this movie as well. And let me know if the plot synopsis that I just gave you there, let's try that again. Plot synopsis, that's a hard word to say. Synopsis. There we go. If that tantalized you to go see this movie, okay? Now, if you're not tantalized yet, then I've got more to say about this movie. Maybe that will tantalize you because now, if you... I think you will be tantalized to go to the theater to check out this movie, okay? Now, don't bring the kids, okay? This is not a movie for the urchins whatsoever, okay? So, and speaking of things that also is not for the kids, here's a beer right there. I'm going to take a little tug off this. And you guys, hey, get your drinky on as well while I tug off this. I got to drink extra today because... Again, I made the same mistake I made like a couple weeks ago where I screamed my ass off yesterday during college football, and now I'm I'm paying the price for it right now, right there. So, and I'm Sean Cav. What do we got here? I saw a trailer about it. It seemed pretty interesting. What's the deal with the chemical? Is that the part that is similar to The Thing? Precisely, yes. So that is the MacGuffin, right? That is the substance that starts them down the path to where it could lead to grotesque things happening like in The Thing, okay, or a Reanimator and that kind of thing. So it's like when you write about writing stories or screenplays, there's the inciting incident. That's the inciting incident right there. Pardon me. That's a very unclassy beer burp right there. All right, and I don't know if I even want to touch this comment right here, but we got Channel 2 Action News right here. Oh, God, yes. So much baby oil in here. Oh, my God. Channel 2 Action News, are you talking to us from Epstein Island by chance right there? I'm no one, or maybe you're at Diddy's compound. Are you locked in in a dungeon at Diddy's compound right now, Channel 2 Action News? If you are, blink twice, okay? All right, we'll definitely get you some rescues. We'll get you rescued there. So, but as far as the substance here, I don't know how I'm going to transition from that. Demi Moore gives this movie her all, and I can't stress that enough, okay? I mean, she isn't afraid to make herself vulnerable. Now, this is not some movie that's made pretty much to be a showcase for what Moore has done to look hot, okay? Like Striptease back in 96, okay? I remember when Striptease, where she played the stripper in 96 came out, and everyone was like, oh my God, Demi Moore, she looks hot, man. Look at her. She's got big boobs now. And she's like really looking hot, And of course, that's what Demi Moore wanted, right? She wanted everyone raving about, all the hard work she put into and the plastic surgery, okay, that she did in order to look smoking hot for Striptease, okay? Well, this is the exact opposite. The substance is the exact opposite of that, okay? She lets it all hang out for the role, okay? So now don't get me wrong. I mean, Moore, like Demi Moore, she still looks luminescent, but if you're my age, I mean, she's been around the Hollywood scene since the early 80s, okay? I mean, like if you ever seen like the video cassette, like the cover or the poster for I Spit on Your Grave, that movie's like what, from the early 80s, right? The cover of it has basically shows the back of a woman, basically looking at her ass, all right? That woman, that's Demi Moore on the cover of I Spit on Your Grave, all right? So, again, that tells you how long Demi Moore has been in the game. And she's pretty much just played the expendable eye candy on the edges of most movies she's in. I mean, no one has ever mistaken Demi Moore for Meryl Streep or Kate Blanchett in the acting department, okay? Now, that's not to say she's a bad actress, but she's just, in the middle, right? I mean, until now, okay? For the substance, she deserves an Oscar nomination at least. If the Academy doesn't give her at least that, then we need Will Smith to stop by and slap them all in their mugs until they smarten up, or just outright stop discriminating against horror movies or genre movies, for that matter here when it comes to awards. Okay, so not every movie that you give an Oscar to has to have a bunch of British accents in it or star a black woman paraplegic lesbian. Okay, you can have horror movies, genre movies, okay, and give awards to them and whatsoever. And then Margaret Qualley, like that, who I mentioned here earlier, that happens. She's Andy McDowell's daughter. Remember Andy McDowell? I mean, Bill Murray's love interest from Groundhog Day and many other movies. Andy McDowell. Well, her daughter is now an actress, Margaret Qualley, and Margaret Qualley stars as Moore's better, younger self, and she also makes her mark in this. I mean, she also gives her all, as Moore does, regarding nudity, but the nudity, it serves the story. Now, me as your typical red-blooded heterosexual dude, I don't care if nudity serves the story or not. I'm down for it no matter what, right? However, I've been informed that female nudity is very, very, very evil if it's there and it doesn't serve the movie's plot. That being said, ladies and Ohio State fans, if you want more male nudity in movies, even if it doesn't serve the plot, I hope you get it. Okay, so again, I'm one of those guys where I'm like, okay, I have no problem with, as much female nudity in movies as possible. But I don't want to hog on the nudity. If there's women and Ohio State fans out there that want more male nudity, they want more twig and berries, more junk, in the movies, hey, you should be able to get what you want as well. I will just be looking away from the screen. Okay. But now, I mean, I hope you get that, right? That's kind of where that the whole male or just the nudity in general in movies works nowadays. All right. So long gone are the days of the 80s and the 90s where, you would just have nudity in a movie just from an entertainment standpoint. Sometimes it would serve the plot, right? But they wouldn't overthink it like they do now. So, but now I'm going to get back on track, okay? Believe it or not. And a character that you don't see all natural in the substance is Dennis Quaid's character of Harvey, a sleazy Hollywood executive. Now, I'm going to bet dollars to donuts naming his character Harvey was no coincidence, all right? Now, Quaid has the time of his life chewing up the scenery, quite literally, in one scene where he's shown chewing on shrimp in the most disgusting way possible. Okay, it's like watching Chris Christie inhaling the dessert tray, right? Now, Dennis Quaid, he really is playing a caricature of Hollywood male executives who just want hot, 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 because they know it gets TV ratings, right? He's boorish, piggish, moronic. So they're really doing a Harvey Weinstein impersonation. Basically, he's the opposite of how we saw Quaid a couple of weeks ago in his Reagan role, okay? Now, in the movie Reagan, Quaid played an upstanding president. In the substance, he essentially plays the criminally convicted sleazebag that Meryl Streep called God. No joke. In real life, Meryl Streep called Harvey Weinstein God. I mean, can you believe that shit right there? So I love it. I love it. All right. So what do we got here? Let's check the live chat right here. Just want to see right there. And yeah, Channel 2 Action News. Do the Diddy and stick that thumbs up down there. There you go. Yeah, there you go. But just do it with consent. All right. Don't get arrested. Right there. And what do we else we got right there? We go. Yes. And yeah, we've got. I'm Sean Cap, and they hinted at The Fly in the trailer, or at least a similarity to The Fly. Is this a Cronenberg production? So it is like The Fly in there. It's got a lot of similarities, and especially in the second and third act, okay, as far as like the main character deteriorating and the grossness of it right here. Now, it's not a Cronenberg production, but there's Cronenberg all over this thing. Apparently, Coralie Fargeat really likes her Cronenberg movies, like Scanners and Videodrome and The Fly, of course, right there. So yeah, there's so that's when I was watching this, is like, ooh, David Cronenberg, and then his son, Brandon Cronenberg, who's also a director, just did, Infinity Pool last year. They both will watch this movie, and they'll be like, all right, yeah, I like this movie. This is all right. All right, I like this right there. Apparently, they're drawing some similarities. They're drawing some impressions, or they're showing a tribute to our movies right there. And then, hey, we got Lindy Rick 87. Oh, hey, girls. There you go. There you go. That's my hostesses of the View impression right there. Or we've got Joey Behar, my impression of her. There you go. That's my Joy Behar impression. All right. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And what else do we have here right there? So, we got Channel 2 Action News and his Diddy sticking that thumbs up right there. And got Buckeye McGroin. Welcome out here to the live chat here. Good to see you here in the family of the live chat, the Movies America Live family. And, we got to tell you exactly. I'm Sean Cav says Future Crimes is another wild Cronenberg movie. Now, that movie is out there. Okay, that movie is, you're going to be like, what am I watching right here? But as long as you watch the movie knowing it's going to be weird going into it, but it's out there. I mean, and also you get to see, I mean, if you're a big perv like me, you get to see some pretty good female nudity in that movie as well. Okay, so there you go. Just to turn, just to let the fellas, and know about that right there. I'm always about getting the information out there. That is for sure. Okay, so but right now here, let's attend to business here on the show. Okay, and that business to attend to is letting you guys know all about tdpn.locals.com. All right. And right now, if you go to tdpn.locals.com to check out all our Till Death Podcast Network content, like videos and blogs and articles, all about things like TV and movies and entertainment, politics, hot button topics of the day. If you go there right now and put in promo code TDPN, like it shows below, you are going to get 1 month free membership. You heard me right. 1 month free membership. But you have got to put in promo code TDPN. All right. So yeah. So you can't, but you got to get your own. You got. It's not like that. It's like that old commercial there. With the R&B records. Like, hey, my brother, can I borrow your R&B impressions? No, my brother, you got to go get your own. Okay. So you got to get your own tdpn.locals.com right there. So and that's my pandering impression, like Kamala does when she's when she's anywhere and she realizes the main demographic of where she's at. Like the other night, she totally became a Kamala Martinez. Yes. Oh, I love you too. Oh, papi. Oh, she became Hispanic all of a sudden, So, but so that's what I'm doing, right? I like to pander. But get to tdpn.locals.com. You will not be disappointed. Get there right now. And of course, if you love my Hispanic impressions right there, if you're not grossly offended, hit that like button down there if you would. If you like me telling you about the substance, or you don't like any of my other episodes, you like me, just giving you the thumbs up on whether you should go see a movie, or a thumbs down, like stay far, far away. If you appreciate that, hit the like button down there. And then if you haven't already, hit the subscribe or follow button. That's also down there if you would be so kind. And then again, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that notification bell down there. So whenever there's a brand new episode of Movies America, you hear it, ding, 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 ding. You're like, what is that? Is it Christmas already? Oh, it's a new Movies America episode ready for me. What? Yes. Christmas came early. A brand new episode of Movies America is ready for you to rip the gift wrapping off of it. But the only reason you knew that is because you hit that notification bell down there, right? And then also, if you are watching after the fact, if you're not watching live, I still want to hear from you, okay? So I want to get the lines of communication between us, all right? I want to establish that communication right there. And I know I'm looking very weird and creepy right now while I do that. But ignore that. And get in the comments down below if you would, okay? If you're watching this later on, first off, how you doing? Thanks for watching. and get in the comments and just let me know, hey, is there a movie that you would want me to review or something like that, right? And just the only caveat to that is make sure it's a movie that more than 5 people are going to want to see a review for. Okay, I'm not going to do a movie review for Belly Button Lint, the motion picture. Okay, or I'm not going to do a review on your wedding movies or your wedding video, right? Not going to do that. Okay, so or if I'm doing something really annoying that you just bothers you, just bugs the hell out of you while you're watching, let me know in the comments right there, because I realize I have my little bugaboos, right? My little picadillos that are annoying and whatnot. So, and hey, I want to make the show better for you. Okay, not so much for me. This show is for you guys, all right? Or if there's something that I'm doing great that you absolutely love, let me know and I'll do more of it, all right? So that is how we roll here. All right, let's check that live chat. Let's check that live chat right there. All right, let's do it. All right, let's see right here. And man, you guys are really bringing it today. I love it. I love the participation right here. I love the spirit right there. And yeah, we've got the boobs. We got boobs going on right here. We got massive mammary mounds. We got sweater cows going on in the live chat right there. And I would expect nothing less there. That is for sure. But gotta love it. And see what we got here. And we've got there we go. Like that. Let's get the thumbs up. I like that. Yeah, I'm Sean Cab, trying to help out with the effort right here, saying let's get them thumbs up. Oh yeah, thumbs up on the episode if you would. Okay, but only if you really mean it, right? I'm not looking for charity. Okay. But if you give me a thumbs up and you let me know of a show that you're doing or a show that you like and you want me to give a thumbs up to it, I will give it a thumbs up. Okay, just let me know. Give me a link right there, and I will thumbs up that bad boy right there. Channel 2 Action News. Tons of side boob in this one, I suspect. Well, Channel 2 Action News, good news for you. Get ready to be happy. You get a whole lot more than side boob in this. All right, you get front boob, side boob, upper boob, lower boob, all of that right there. Okay, right in your face. Okay, so you get it all. This is, right there, this is the official movie of that. There. And that's what I mean about Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley giving their own, is it couldn't have been easy, right? I mean, like I said, Margaret Qualley is the daughter of Andie MacDowell. So I can imagine Andie MacDowell and, of course, the father of Margaret Qualley probably didn't have an easy time watching this movie, okay? That's her little girl with her titties hanging out, right? So right there. But again, it served the story right there. And on top of that, Margaret Qualley, apparently she worked very, very hard on her figure, and she deserves to get to show it off right there. That's what I've always said. Like, women, if you worked hard, if you're grinding in the gym, you're running, you're doing the dips and all that stuff, you deserve to show that your hard work off. All right, you deserve to do that right there. I'm all for that right there. It's not for me. It's not for the male gaze. All right, because I know that's a big thing right now. It's apparently it's bad for men to look at women and find them attractive. It's very bad. Last time I checked, though, that's kind of a key component to keeping the human race going. All right, if we don't have men thinking women are attractive, this thing we call the human race ends now. Okay, so there you go. That has been my Andy Rooney moment. And yes, right there at Channel 2 Action News. When you're right, you're right there. And oh yeah, we got Lindy Rigg 87 right there. I got a feeling they've been motivated somehow. They've been motivated for this comment right here. But how is old Henry? I haven't heard enough about it to sway my opinion either way right there. Well, I'm hearing some loons in the distance, some voices on the horizon. They've told me that my man, I'm Sean Cab, has done a review of one old Henry. Okay, so you can check out my man's I'm Sean Cab. Like, just go to solo.to/I'm Sean Cab and check out his links there, and I guarantee it, you're going to be able to find his old Henry review out there. And man, does he love himself some old Henry right there. You got to love it. So, and look for old Henry 2, Henry Reloaded. Okay, so if you look on my Movies Merica page on X, you'll see me broadcasting live from the set of Old Henry 2, Henry Reloaded. Okay, it's older, it's Henryer. Okay, so gotta love it right there. Okay, so let's get into more of the substance right there. So I don't know why I said that twice, but this movie is a movie that many critics are already putting in their top 5 movies of the year. Okay, I mean, and this is a movie that sticks with you. I tell you, it does stick with you. I mean, I can't get it out of my so-called mind, to be honest with you, and that's not a bad thing. That's a good sticking in your mind right there, because this is a good movie. All right. And I like those movies that you occasionally catch yourself thinking about well after the end credits have rolled. I mean, about this movie, like just the entire progression from it being a conventional looking movie at the beginning with Demi Moore as Elisabeth Sparkle. You know, she's doing her TV workout show. Okay. That's kind of how the show starts. And then progressing from there with having to do with Harvey, that's Dennis Quaid's character, and then progressing from that to her slow but steady descent into something you just won't believe. Okay, so it's just that steady progression throughout the movie, and the things that happen during that, that's the stuff that just sticks with you. Okay, so like grandma's thick meatloaf just sticks to your ribs. All right, this movie will do the exact same thing here. And then the imagery you see as the descent gets deeper and deeper is unforgettable. I mean, this movie has some of the best body horror makeup effects I've seen since the salad days of movies like The Thing in 1982 or Reanimator, movies like that, right? Or The Fly, okay, that Sean was talking about earlier here. And the descent is slightly reminiscent of the one by Ellen Burstyn and Requiem for a Dream, okay, like where she's getting addicted to drugs, okay, that descent in that movie. And this movie has a dream-like fantastical nature, like that Darren Aronofsky movie did as well. Now, The Substance also features extremely exaggerated visual and sound design, like Requiem had, and it results in adding to the disturbing vibe of the movie. Now, Elisabeth Sparkle, again, Demi Moore's character, she starts out with such good intentions. I mean, she's simply serving to alleviate herself of her feelings of uselessness and lack of attractiveness. Little did she know what hellscape her insecurities would eventually lead her into, though, right? I mean, another character descent that this will likely remind you of is, like I'm Sean Cavanaugh, we're talking about earlier, is Jeff Goldblum's drain circling as Seth Brundle in David Cronenberg's The Fly from back in 1986. Also, Gina Davis was in that movie as well. And there is Cronenberg all over The Substance, but Forshaw manages to even outdo Cronenberg, or at least recent Cronenberg, okay? And now Cronenberg, as we were also talking about before, he recently made the body horror movie Crimes of the Future, okay? But nothing in that competes with anything in this. So if you've seen Crimes of the Future and you're like, wow, that movie was so extreme, so gory, so, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm watching. That don't hold a candle to The Substance, okay? So, and also The Substance also includes a nod to Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and you'll pick up what that nod is pretty easily early in the movie. And I could easily see Kubrick directing this movie if he were still alive. Now, however, if he was directing this, he might try to find a way to incorporate a Private Gomer Pyle and a jelly donut into his version, though, right there. So, gotta love it. Gotta love it right there. All right, and let's check out the live chat right here. And we've got, gotta love it. Gotta love it right there. So, yeah, got a whole lot of laughing, a whole lot of giggling going on right beyond formal, just having a good old time right there. Gotta love it. And what should we do next here? I think what we should do next, because I am getting thirsty right now, is a little brew review time. So with that, that is exactly what we're going to do. All right, so let me introduce you to my new friend today. This is the Distill Brewery out of Normal, Illinois. This is their tour bus double dry hopped hazy IPA. And now you heard the word double in there. So that tells you right there that this is going to be a little bitter, okay, for some people right there, but not for me. I don't mind bitter beer right here, but it's also got citrus and mosaic hops in this, so it kind of cuts down on any kind of like over the top bitterness in this, and it's got like a taste of tropical and citrus in this. It's even got, I'd say, some berry flavor in this as well. So a lot of variety in the flavor for this. Plus, check out look at that can right there. Look, that's pretty sweet, right? Got to give them got to give them their flowers there on the artistry of that can right there. So let's give them their due. But gotta love that. And yeah, pretty damn good. And it's got what is it, like 7.4% alcohol by volume and 25% IBU. That's international bitterness units for all you civilians out there. Okay, and it's good enough to get the gold medal at the 2021 American Brewing Championships, or the American Brewing Competition there. So this is literally a gold medal winning beer right here. Okay, and you could do a whole lot worse for a beer, if you were just sitting on your patio or something like that, and the sun's beating down, you're in the shade, you're trying to beat the heat, and you can grab yourself a little of this tour bus beer right here. Now, I'm not getting any money from the Steel Brewery or anything like that, so this is a completely objective opinion. I took a taste. Actually, I took about 6-7 tastes, and I liked what was going down the old gullet, and so I'm telling you and giving you my recommendation for this tour bus double dry hop hazy IPA, and say that 10 times real fast, all right? But instead of talking about it, why don't I drink it? Okay, so here we go. Oh yeah. You know what? I was going to apologize for taking an extra long tug on that beer right there. No, not a tug on something else. But I apologize for nothing. Okay, that's a good brew right there. So very, very good. So you're probably not going to be able to, excuse me, get that at like your local grocery store, your local Gas and Gulp or something like that. It's got one of the more obscure beers. So you're probably going to have to go someplace like the Open Bar app on your phone, or Uber Eats. Uber Eats delivers booze or something like that, or GoPuff.com, I think, is another place you can go to. And I'm not getting any money from any of those outlets at all. I'm just trying to get you a way to get some of that good brew that I told you about right there, because I don't want to hog it for myself. That would be a dick move, right? But all right, let's wrap up this brew review time. All right, let's do a little house cleaning right here. Let's check this out right here. And gotta love it. Yep, brew review from I'm Sean Cab. I like that attitude, that enthusiasm right there. Probably don't like that beer burp right there, but yeah, that's one of those things. That's one of my little bugaboos that probably some people don't like, is when I drink beer, the beer burps started coming right there. So then I got to like try to be all subtle about it, like, pardon me, beer burp. But it's kind of hard to do that when you're sitting in front of a camera and you got people watching it. Kind of hard to be subtle about that, the beer burps. So you just have to let them go. You just got to unleash right there. So, and Lindy Ring 87 brew review. My Coors Light is still delicious right there. Well, hey, you're going with the classics there. So, but if you ever want to go with something a little bit more exotic than the old Coors Light, something that is going to tantalize your taste buds a little bit more than Coors Light, and yeah, check out a beer like I've got out there. Or you know what, just check out like past episodes, because every Movies America Live and every Movies America spoiler warning episode, I do a brew review time on every single one of those bad boys, and you are going to get turned on to some fantastic brew during those episodes right there. The kind of brew where, when everyone else is, bringing Bud Light, Tranny Fluid, and Coors Light, and whatever, your friend thinks he's like exotic. Oh, I brought some Dos Equis. Wow, I'm such a beer connoisseur. All right, if you want to like bring some, true, beer that involves a little bit more imagination and wow the crowd, okay, check out some of the brews in my brew review time and try them on. You're not going to like them all, okay, but eventually, obviously much sooner rather than later, you're gonna hit on a beer. We're like, oh my God, this is so good. I gotta bring this to the next barbecue. And you're gonna bring that to the next barbecue, and all your friends are like, whoa, man, Lindy Rig 87, you know your stuff. All right. You're definitely getting invited to the next barbecue. You brought the best beer here. All right. Better than that tranny fluid that old Trevor over there brought, or or Skippy, or whatever. There you go. I was trying to think of the goofiest name. Skippy. There we go. We're going to go with Skippy on that. All right. So let's do this. What else we got here? And I'm Sean Cab. He's sipping a sport drink. There you go. Gotta love it. All right. And yeah, I'm Sean Cab. That is from Distill Brewery. That's spelled Destihl Brewery. That's in Normal, Illinois, right there. That's absolutely right. That can does look good right there. And Channel 2 Action News. When you make a good point, you make a good point. If I can't taste the rufinol in my beer, I don't want it right there. So, well, I guess that's the kind of beer that Bill Cosby will not be serving you, because he does not want you to taste the roofies in this whatsoever. But yeah, Illinois, Normal, Illinois is where that is at. So, and Lindy Rig 87, I'm turned on, just not to different beers. If you know, you know. Lindy Rig 87, keeping it spicy in here. And contrary to what Tim Walls says, this white dude loves spicy. All right, there you go. Love it. So let's check out some random thoughts about one movie called The Substance. And the soundtrack fits this movie like the tight workout gear that Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley wear in this. Again, dudes, all right, and lesbians, all right. You're going to enjoy what you see from Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley in this, from just a pure shallowness, physical standpoint, okay, there. But the soundtrack, it helps drive home the subversiveness of the movie, especially when the movie uses some, corny, generic techno pop music during like the TV workout show to accentuate the tight shots on the women's bodies, meant to simulate that evil male gaze that we all hear about, right? And then another random thought about The Substance is there's few things that could be done to make The Substance better, but one I can think of is it would have been better if this movie wouldn't have been set in such an isolated, stylized world. I think it being set in a bigger, more realistic environment would have only increased the horror of this movie. I mean, it would have been a little bit more relatable. I mean, they did the best they could with the $17.5 million budget they had. But that's one thing that I at least I picked up here, and I'm sure most people, if not all people that watch this movie, picked up on, is this movie seems like it's very isolated to its world. Okay, she's either at the studio filming the TV workout show, or in Dennis Quaid's office, or she's at her condo, or she's at very few places, or she's at this rundown, mysterious factory to go pick up the substance compound, that kind of thing. The movie doesn't take place in a bunch of different locales and environments, and there's not a lot of driving around in this movie, that kind of thing. So it's very isolated and just kind of condensed down into just a few different sets to the movie right there. So it does, in that case, it does kind of show its budget a little bit, but not as far as like the special makeup effects. Again, this movie reminds me of like The Thing from 1982, The Fly, where it's got, remember when you watch The Thing, Kurt Russell, Keith David, all those actors back in The Thing in 1982, when you watch those movies, or that movie, and just the gory creature makeup effects, you were like, oh my God, did that head just grow some friggin' tentacles out of it? Oh my God. This movie is the exact same way, like that. It's your eyes will be popping out of your head. That is a faux show right there. So, all right, let's take care of some more business. All right, here. And let me tell you guys, about a fantastic sponsor that we have for this here show right now, and that is Flip City Magazine. And Flip City Magazine is the replacement for Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine. Okay, remember Mad Magazine and Cracked magazines back in the day, where you could pick up some Mad or Cracked and dependably get a good giggle out of it, right? You're having a bad day, you pick up your Mad Magazine, you just check it out, you're flipping through the pages, you're like, Alfred E. Newman, oh, you are so crazy. Okay, but unfortunately, Mad Magazine and Cracked, they have allowed themselves to be assimilated into that woke Borg, okay, that we've all heard so much about, okay, but not Flip City Magazine, all right? But instead of hearing about it from me, let's hear about it from them.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Genuinely cutting, but also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
All right, yes, grab yourself some Flip City Magazine, everybody. Get there, get to it right there. And we are making it very easy for you to grab yourself some Flip City, all right? So all you have to do is down in the description, click on the Flip City link, and then put in promo code MOVIES, and you're going to get 10% off your order of the best non-woke comic around. So check it out, all right? Don't be the loser that does it after other people do it, all right? So be a trailblazer in your family and get it done. All right, so this Thursday, of course, as usual, okay, I know I didn't have a show last week because I was on a business trip, okay, so, all right. I don't know why I did the finger quotes right there, because now you guys have images of me like driving a van with no windows, across the border from Guadalajara or something like that with a special payload. Okay, but I had some business. I had to go down to Florida. I had to go down to the Sunshine State, the state of DeSantis. So couldn't do shows last week. But we are doing shows. Obviously, you're watching it right now. Doing shows this week. Okay, we're starting back up, and that includes this Thursday night. Movies Merica, spoiler warning, will be back, okay? And, of course, we'll be talking about The Substance, but we'll be getting all spoilery about The Substance. I will be spoiling you rotten about this movie. So tell your friends, tell your family about the show this Thursday night, all right? And that's going to come on 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, and 4 Pacific on YouTube and Rumble and maybe X as well. All right. So, and definitely want to have you guys check that out. All right. So, one thing I always like to warn people about with every movie that I review is this movie a woke after school special? Well, in regards to The Substance, personally, I don't think so. I don't think The Substance has any woke in it whatsoever. It does have some pretty in-your-face messaging about how female celebrities are cast aside, once they reach a certain age and or lose their good looks. I wouldn't call that message woke, to be honest with you. Honestly, I mean, that's because that's true. That does happen. That's true. I mean, they are mostly cast aside. But then again, I mean, they have to know that going into the business, all right? I mean, the business of show business, being in movies and TV and whatever, when you're in front of the camera, how good you look plays into it, right? Okay, so if you know you got into the business because you're hot, well, don't you think like when you lose your hotness for reasons beyond your control, you just get old? Yeah, you're gonna get cast aside, right? So you gotta be gotta be thinking ahead. Okay, so you gotta think beyond the next 5 minutes. All right, and women mostly are just as discriminating in this way when it comes to men they'll get with. So it's a little hypocritical. They're like, they're casting me aside, yeah, but you judge off of good looks to a point too. All right, I mean, show me that Sydney Sweeney is dating an ugly ass man, and then as she starts protesting about women being cast off when they lose their looks, then her argument will have more credibility. All right, but until women, you know, to a little bit lesser point than men do, when they stop like discriminating against men that aren't really that good looking, or if they stop basing who they get with based on looks, and it's not their only thing they base on right there, but when they stop playing how good a guy looks into whether they're going to get with him or not, then I'll take that argument a little bit more seriously. Okay, so it's just a fact of life. Okay, I mean, women aren't going to want to watch, check out a cover of Men's Health, and it's fat Adam Sandler on the cover, right? They want dudes with ripped abs and all that stuff, right? I mean, they discriminate, and they're not going to pick up a magazine, with a bare-chested, Rob Schneider on there, right? So it's looks. They discriminate, with different things based on looks as well. Okay, so let's not get it twisted, right there. But that is my thoughts about as far as whether or not the substance is a woke after school special. Personally, I really don't think it is. All right. So, all right, let's check out the old live chat right there and see what we got in the live chat right there. Got to do a payload of, there we go. Let me read something. I cannot confirm, but can deny that I'm dating Sydney Sweeney. Right there. Absolutely. So, it's Sydney Sweeney or Sidney Crosby or, if you don't pay attention to sports ball, you don't know who Sidney Crosby is. Now I am Sean Cav might know who Sidney Crosby is, so that's mostly famous from being from his state, right there. But gotta love it. All right, what else we got going on? All right, we are moving right along. And real quick here, just to beg for your money for just a brief memento. Okay, again, I'm kidding, but if you are appreciating what I'm doing enough to throw a little moolah my way, what you can do is if you're checking me out on Rumble, you can give me what's called a Rumble rant, okay? And how you do that is down by where you type in a live chat message. You just got to click on that button with a $sign on it, and that'll just ask you how much money you want to throw my way, how much cash, how much moolah. So if you can throw $1 or $2 or $5 or $100 my way, that's all cool. That's only if you really feel like it. I'm not trying to implore you or guilt trip you into that. Now, if you happen to be checking me out on YouTube, you can give me what's called a super chat, and that works pretty similarly. Okay, just down by where you type in the live chat, you just click on the button with a dollar bill on it, and then again, that's going to ask you how much money, how much cash you want to send my way, and that's all there is to it. Very easy, even though I can understand that right there. So I love that right there. So and you got Asian X6's Walls loves mayo on his tortilla. Love it. I love it. Yeah. So you got when you're right, you're right. Gotta love it. Okay, so let's move on down right here and see what else we got here in the live chat. See what we got. And all right, so let's do this. Okay, so let's move on with my final thoughts about the substance. Obviously, if you haven't picked up that I really recommend you go see this at the theater, then I can't. I don't know what to do with it. Okay, I don't know what to do for you. Okay, so obviously you're either just a little too dumb, or you are preoccupied while you're watching the show. Okay, maybe you're juggling chainsaws while you're watching the show and you're not picking up what I'm putting down. But all that to say is, yeah, you should definitely check out the substance. Now, don't bring the kids, all right? Don't be that psycho that brings the kids to this movie. All right, don't do that. That would be very, very bad there, and you're gonna twist and warp your kids for sure. I don't want to do that there. So, what do we got here? And yes, ask me if I should review the Costco guys in the live chat. There, gotta love it, Agent X6 there in the live chat. I don't know if I welcomed Agent X6 to the show, but again, welcome in there if you're German. Yeah, okay, there we go. Gotta love it. And Lindy Rig 87 coming with the power, coming with the dollar power, the Rumble rant right there. Lindy Rig 87, appreciate that. So let me get a tug off my beer as my coaster flies away. Let's do this. Lindy Rig 87. This is for your $1. Let's do it. Tasty. All right. But yeah, go check out The Substance. It's playing in theaters right now. It doesn't have as wide a release as like Beetlejuice or Deadpool and Wolverine or what's that other one? Speak No Evil is the other like big horror release right now. But that's another movie I got to go see. That's the one with James McAvoy, and it's like a remake of like some Danish horror movie. I got to go check out that movie there, but haven't seen that one. But The Substance, I chose to go see that one because I heard more people raving about The Substance than I heard raving about Speak No Evil. So, but check that out. But all right, let's do this here. I just want to thank everybody for checking out the show. And hey, if you would go to my X page under @MoviesMerica and check out my posts out there and reply on there. If you got it, if you're in a hurry, you have to leave it as a like. That's cool. But I don't know if you got the time to put a little bit more effort into it and just do a little reply on my post there. That's cool. And you can also go to solo.to/moviesmerica. That's where all my links are to everything. And if you follow me on any platform, then let me know in the DMs on X. Let me know that you follow me on a platform or platforms, and then I will follow you back. Okay, so you scratch my back, I scratched yours right there. Got to do it right there. And so we are going to wrap this show up here, everybody. I appreciate your kind attention. Again, join me for Movies Merica spoiler warning on Thursday. Geez, I can't even talk today. Wow. I think my stomach is growling, so it's impeding my vocal capabilities. All right. But again, all right, so get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya.
Hey, everybody, don't leave yet. Okay? Hey, I got just enough time. I got the police after me, okay? And, oh man, they're gonna get me at any time. I got just enough time to ask you to like this video and also subscribe to this channel if you would, man. You'd be doing me a big favor, okay? And please make sure to like these videos or watch them and then like them, okay? That'd be great. And again, thanks for watching, okay? And subscribe to the Till Death Podcast Network and Movies Merica. I gotta go.